Hello, this is Alfie, or Alfonso Padilla, as you probably know me in FSO. It's September 2015, and this is a video from my Fundamental of Physics course ran by Professor Corinne Rombach, who is awesome, and hopefully I pronounced that correctly. My presentation is called I Will Not Make a Gravity of the Situation joke, because I won't. But we're talking about acceleration due to gravity. If you don't know, which you probably do, gravity is our inherent attraction to one another, basically any object's inherent attraction to another object due to it, based on its mass and energy. How we feel that on Earth is we feel that sensation of falling. That's because we are drawn towards the Earth's gravity. The rate at which we are drawn towards the Earth, if we fall, how fast are we falling? We're falling at a rate of 9.8 meters per second. So, and that is a constant rate. I'll show you a little diagram on that. You'll notice that they're proportional. The distances are proportional, and so is the velocity. So it's constantly getting quicker, and the distance between when we measure it is getting further and further because we're going faster, we're covering more distance as we fall. It's a constant rate until, of course, we splat and hit the ground. Let me demonstrate that here on Earth really quickly. Here are two things that are about the same mass and energy. They hit the notebook at about the same time. Let me back that up. Here's a feather. Don't ask why I have so many. Where we drop them, takes a little bit for the feather to hit the ground. See? Flutters. That's air resistance pushing up on the feather a little bit stronger or slowing down the rate of gravity. Although without any air resistance, which doesn't happen a lot on Earth, but here is a feather and a ball bearing being dropped in a vacuum, sucking out all the air, we see that they drop pretty quickly at the same amount of time. On the moon, they drop a little slower, but still about the same rate, if you notice. Boom, they touch the ground at the same time. Why is this important? Well, let's say we're making a game, such as Flappy Bird, probably the most annoying game of all time, because it's super, super hard. But it uses gravity, as you can see, bloop, you fall right down. The bird is attracted to the ground, and if you put some air resistance in it, he flies. Bang, bang. Oh, and you die right away. It's a really hard game. We also, I'm sure a lot of us want to make more complicated games, right? Let's get to the most complicated, PS4. We've got Arkham Knight. And if you notice, Batman is gliding around using air resistance, and then boom, reduces his air resistance and is falling at a constant acceleration, and his velocity is getting pretty hardcore. And as he's falling, it's getting quicker. Now, if we messed that up, right, if we don't balance that exactly right, and, he puts his cape away and he's sort of still kind of floating, or his velocity isn't changing, he's not accelerating towards the ground, that's not a dive bomb, that's boring. So we have to get these kind of things right, and if we look around us and see how the universe works, we're able to create those universes, and that's how you get this hyper-realism. And for a second, you can be Batman, which, if you haven't glided around in this game, I highly recommend it. So, in conclusion, that is the acceleration due to gravity. It is how fast we move, 9.8 meters per second towards the ground. That's how our attraction towards this big object named Earth works. And if you don't have any air resistance and the only thing affecting you is gravity, you're in free fall. And good luck. That was my references page, and then this has been my presentation. I will not make a gravity of the situation joke, and it was produced on September 2015. Thanks for listening, and you have a great day.